Yêu cầu người trong đội chống ma túy thì cũng bị xử.
Sign
Can you hear now?
sign. They can't.
Everyone
hear
hear
you. Can you hear me now? It's like a phone commercial.
Okay, so sorry about that. So anyway, Pura Vida is Miami is across the street at Second and PCH. They're on the Marina Drive side. They provided lunch today to promote their business. So if you guys try the food, go to their, just type in Pura Vida Miami. It'll show up in your Google search. If you could give them a Google review if you like the food, and definitely patronize the business. We are going to plan an event there. So
Nice.
they don't serve alcohol, but they do serve
I'm out.
brunch foods. So
No alcohol.
we will schedule an event.
Can you bring your own beer?
I don't think so.
Oh man. Okay. No alcohol. I'm out. That's my thing. That's my motto. Okay. Yeah, but there's plenty of food. What are you guys eating?
Salmon salad.
Salmon salad. So it was salmon. Okay. Yeah, it looked amazing.
Yummy.
So okay. Boop. My clicker is not clicking.
Oh.
Okay. You guys, we have a great session coming up. Has anybody actually spoken with Laura for good reasons or bad reasons? Yeah. These guys are a wealth of knowledge for you. This is going to be a great Zoom only. I mean, Jennifer, I love Jennifer. Jennifer actually helped me with my own personal trust. They are fantastic. And just so you know, RERM, Real Estate Risk Management, comes with every transaction that you do. So it would be great if you actually knew who was actually on your team before you needed them on your team. Does that make sense? Great, but they're fantastic. Okay, we're starting a little differently this week. Woohoo! You're up, Doug. First of all, I must say, you guys look so summery and so fresh.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
It is so
I need to come up often. Thank you. We handed out some flyers. We want to do a reminder on Breakthrough Broker. Has anyone ever logged in or used Breakthrough Broker? Have you checked it out recently? I knew we would see some hands go down.
Marketing. Does anyone need flyers? Postcards? Everyone marketing.
Okay, they have all of that and more, you guys. They have added a lot of really cool stuff lately. So if you have not gone on recently, please check it out, log in, let us know. We're happy to set you up with an account. They have so many different things. You want to talk about some of the items that are coming up?
Yeah, have us set you
Yeah.
up with an account. Because here's why. When we set you up with an account, when you guys get a listing or whatever, you put something in MLS, we're gonna automatically send you 10 already branded pieces. Okay, now you can go in and edit them color-wise or whatever, but when you set up your Breakthrough Broker account and you've got all your coloring, it's going to send you 10 marketing pieces, that listing postcard, that listing flyer, a social media piece, open house, all kinds of, there's about 10 of them. Okay, so if we set you up, then you're going to get those. Okay, so I think that's why let us know that you want that.
Yeah.
The other, yeah, so that'll come out automatically to you. We can do that for you. So yeah.
The other things that I thought that I saw on there recently I loved is every Thursday at 9 a.m. they do a playbook, 17 minutes. I love that it's 17 minutes. Live session, practical marketing ideas, market insights, actionable tactics built for agents. So that's every Thursday. You can register on there and get the reminders on that. They had a couple of really cool things, like a really easy market update that was like, once you set up your photo and logo and everything, it was for social media. I mean, great looking piece, just put in the market stats, which we can send you, and you're off and running on that. They had a really good story for empty nesters and retirees, like a carousel of different items on that. Groove, a home buyer roadmap that are really fun looking, great infographics. Highly recommend.
I'm going to pause you.
Yeah.
Because remember when I was talking earlier about the class, about having a library of information ready to go? Listen.
This
Okay.
is what, I mean, they have, and they're adding to it all the time. The other thing that we love is they send out emails with their new stuff. And every weekend it'll be like just a short little tidbit about here's what's working, here's what's not, here's what we're seeing trending in the market, different things like that. So webinars, I mean, just we could go on and on. It's not just marketing and flyers. They have great webinars, just great
Really good
resources
speakers,
for
yeah.
building your business. So check it out, please. Let us know if you would like an account, and we will set you up so that you get all that automated marketing as well.
Yeah, you guys, and our numbers up there, or you guys don't have our email, Stearns and Klein at FNF. You
Or-
guys, just the content, and like the speakers that they have are really, really good. They stay really relevant.
Yeah.
Really relevant and current to the market. And I know it seems so weird. It's the middle of the year, and we're standing here with calendars, trying to push off calendars. Like, what are you guys doing? It's mid-year. It's like back to school when it's title. The title calendars for everybody, they start in September. So you guys, if you would like some calendars, some people still love these. We take no offense if you do not. If you're all digital, that's great. But we have large and small. So let us know what you prefer, because we really want to get rid of these. So take your pick.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Next up, Alex Skur. What the? Woo, buddy, that is a hard night. So I don't know. Wow. Can you tell us about what that night was?
That was a recent Cabo trip.
Woo wee.
It was wig night. Yes, as you guys can tell. With just a ice water in my hand.
No, that looks like gin.
Sure.
Or vodka.
Ice water in my hand.
Yeah.
And a party shirt.
Party shirt.
Yeah, it was.
And party hair.
Party hair.
Party
Yeah,
hair.
That
Party
was,
on.
The Joe Dirt, I think, mullet was what that one was after.
You wear it well.
Yeah.
You wear it well.
It used to flow. Let's count on you for an embarrassing moment. Thank you, Drake.
You're welcome.
Much.
Thank you.
Gosh.
You can take your
Where
wife.
did you find that?
Your wife.
Oh, yeah. I'll get mad at her later.
Okay.
Here we got the rates up today. We're still just kind of in the same zone we've been the last couple weeks, right? Still just everything's kind of based on what's going on in the Middle East. If we start to make some headways towards some peace over there, we'll start to see these come down. But again, this is where they've been. Mike and I have had these rates up for the last month, I would say, or so. What did I just close? That deal that I was talking about a couple months ago, where the person took some money and tied it to 2 houses, which I thought was a really good loan, more for like a higher end style client. but keep that in mind if you come across anyone that's looking to, you know, buy themselves a new property and they have a little bit of loan left on the old property. Yeah.
Sorry,
it's
it's just precious.
yeah. So, but again, just unique situations. That's really what we're in here for. Any of us can do the person that's coming to the deal with a, you know, a couple $100,000. But if you have something that's really unique that you come across, please let us know. That's really why we're in business, is to solve the problems. We're really good at solving problems and figuring out how people can finance a house if they didn't really think they could in the first place. So, right up front, Alex Skur. Thanks, Jake.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You can hand that off to her. What? I don't make the slides. Why am I getting blamed?
Can't believe you got like this. Oh my God, that photo.
So tell us what's happening here. Tell us about this photo.
Flower girl in one of my dad's friends' weddings.
It's precious.
I'm missing teeth. Oh my God, yeah. Gosh, oh my God, that's so old.
Don't worry, Christy. I tried to. Sorry.
Oh, that's so funny. Did my sister give that to you? Where'd you get that? My dad? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
I've got more though.
Oh no. Okay. Well, Sarah Hanley, Pacific Coastline Escrow, as hopefully most of you guys know. I have a class coming up actually August 26th between 10 and 11 a.m. I don't know if there might be a flyer later in this slide, but it's going to be about ordering HOA docs, solar transferring, and withholding Form 593. I know, all the things that cause so much grief in escrow. So I'm going to go over the process, what notes and suggestions I want to make when it comes to solar, when it comes to HOA, when it comes to the franchise tax board withholding, because it's something typically we get to escrow and people are like, wait a minute, I have to get 3 1/3% of my proceeds to the state. Something good for them to know in advance, or to get them to have their CPA look at the form in advance. You know, I can't give tax advice. We can't give legal advice, anything like that. So we want to give that as a forefront in case tax questions come around and it's not, or if it's in the middle of tax season, which is worse, they can't get a hold of their CPA. So things like that to go over in my class. I hope you guys come. Would love to have you, see you there. I'll have handouts and things. And things I'm seeing in escrow, like, again, title issues, always, please open your prelims, open them up. I had one realtor just give me a title to open in advance. They've owned this property since like 1980. And there were all these changes, all these people had passed away, all these judgments that came up that we had to clear. And thankfully we've cleared them all now, and we haven't even opened escrow, which is awesome. So then the prelim is clean when we go to open title, and there's not all these things on there that the lender sees, the buyer sees. You know, it's just a nice clean report. Your lenders, I was going to piggyback on what Alex had mentioned. I've had so many issues with loans on my escrows. I have one file right now. I got 3 different requests from 3 different lenders on the same file, all asking for the same things, but different purchase prices, different loan amounts, different credit amount. They're all trying to like save this deal. But this buyer has like cross-qualified with 3 different lenders. And I've given them everything I possibly can before I have to reach out to title. And I'm like, I need 3 CPLs with 3 different lenders. They're going to be like, what? So it's got to be at some point that they choose which lender are they going to go with. We're already going to have to get an extension on close of escrow. But I just recommend like whatever you can do to get the lenders, whatever docs they need, or whatever your client needs to get the lender as soon as possible to review the HOA, to review the terms, you know, the appraisal. I've had a couple files come in with appraisal issues, appraisals coming in low on HOAs and on single family. So I don't know if that means the market's changing, but I've had it an issue on at least 3 files this last couple weeks. So just things I'm seeing that I want to keep you in the forefront of. Have those backup lenders, have those lenders to suggest to the buyer in case something comes up with a snag. Again, HOAs, the balcony issues are still an ongoing thing. Those reports are coming back and red flagging the lender on if they're emergency repairs, non-emergency repairs. Are there talks in the meeting minutes about fixing those things? So things that I just keep seeing that seem to snag or red flag in an escrow. But if you have any questions, if you guys have an escrow that has snags, I mean, I'm happy to like walk it through with you, go over things with you, answer any questions, and hope I see you in my class.
Right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sarah.
That's Teresa. Oh, August 26th at 10 o'clock, from 10 to 11. I don't know what day of the week that is. Thanks for the desk calendar.
That's
Oh, this is September. Oh, Wednesday. 10 to 11. Yes. So HOAs, solar transferring, and 493, 593. Oh,
Sally.
oh, sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Christy.
Well, gosh, this isn't me as like what, 7 or 8, but okay. Hi guys, my name is Christy Buscemi with Old Republic Home Warranty. So a plumber walks into a bar. Now, normally I would tell you I'm just kidding and I have an actual presentation, but I actually found a G-rated joke about plumbers. So a plumber walks into the bar and the bartender asks him, "Hey man, how's it going? Did you have a long day?" And he says, "You have no idea. My entire day went down the drain." Ba-dum-bump. So, thinking about your day going down the drain, that's how your clients feel when they get a basic standard plan without the plumbing upgrades that they need. You know, which plan you choose matters, which company you choose matters, which rep you choose matters, right? And a lot of times people will choose plans like gold or platinum with the expectation of the only difference is washer, dryer, refrigerator. When in fact, we spend more money on plumbing, heating, and electrical than any other trades that we have. So what plumbing coverage you have matters for your clients. You know, for example, if they need extended pipe leak coverage or extended coverage, or if we have to replace a hot water heater, that platinum plan has a ton of extra coverage in plumbing, heating, and electrical. So if you're choosing your plans based upon which appliances they have, I'd like to challenge you to really dig in deep. And if you don't know the differences, call me and ask, text me and ask. Email me and ask. However you prefer to communicate, I'm going to match your level, right? But just ask, because there's one thing that I get to hear every single day. Who can guess what that one phrase is?
I thought it was covered. Is it covered?
Is it covered? That's a good one. Anyone else? I didn't know. Right? And that's not just coming from agents, that's coming from your homeowners. I didn't know. Nobody told me. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be your person of knowledge, because these are big brochures with tiny little, writing through it. And it would be a crazy expectation to ask you or your buyers to know exactly what's in the brochure. And that's my job. My job is to take on the liability for you and your clients so that we can have a smooth process. But most of our challenges are because somebody ordered the wrong plan by accident, or they didn't understand that the plumbing limit was elevated in the platinum. So please give me a call, text me, email me, however you like to communicate. I'm here to help, and I appreciate every single one of you. I brought cookies in the back. It's not additional sandwiches, but they were fresh baked this morning.
My office is
And
around the corner.
I love chocolate chip cookies. They're from Subway, but if you haven't had them, try them. They're delicious. Thank you.
I have a mentee question in regards to home warranty.
Perfect.
Mentees only. Escrow closes. Can you add anything to the home warranty after the close of escrow? Mentees only. Yes. What's the stipulation?
For how long? How long do you have to add it?
Your mentor fired you. Nobody knows?
We have 30 days to add or change before a system failure. Anyone ever crash their car and order car insurance? Right? That's not an expectation we keep. Home warranty companies are the same way. So once a system's failed, it's then too late to add. And also in your offers, we really need to know how much a plan is, because escrows are becoming extremely stringent when it comes to following the contract. So I would suggest on page 3 on the little line to write something to the effect of buyer to pay for any additional options if necessary. That way, if we're going over the not to exceed, I've had escrows push me back for $5. right? So if we need to go over the not to exceed, somebody's able to pay the overages without it being a problem for escrow because they, those contracts are important. So instead of assuming how much things are, I'm fast. I know that you've worked with me before. I answer on the weekends, nights. If I'm up, I answer. Yes. Sure. Buyer to pay, and it could be buyer's agent if you choose to take that, but buyer to pay for any additional added options if necessary, meaning that, they're going to take it out of pocket, but if it's necessary, they can. Not have to, but at least you have the option to.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good information. Okay, let's talk about top producers. Look at all these people. Don't you want your picture up there? Get in production. Speaking of production, everybody, Fritz Pollard. Wow. Fritz, I expected more applause for you, but sorry, I tried. It's not Drake Day. Okay, if you see these people, congratulate them. And then we have our top producing teams. If you see them, I know a lot of them are in San Antonio right now, but congratulations, guys. And our commercial, I thought I saw Jason. Wasn't Jason here just a second ago? If you see them, congratulate them on their success. All right, we call this our production contest, otherwise known as Brandy and Stephanie Cheat. Are you guys submitting? Are you guys remembering to submit your points every week? Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's see how we're doing here. In third place, it's that yellow team. Where's Robin at? I know he was here. Oh, okay. Hopefully that yellow was working out for them. In second place, they're still cheating. They're still cheating. I know. We're working on it. And of course, we have them. Otherwise, I should have changed the slide on this one to cheaters.
No, you shouldn't have. And I am calling in from MegaCamp to say thank you to my team.
And there we go.
Love it.
Edgar.
Woohoo! He's out here too.
Yes, we have a shift. Anybody know what happened to Sile? He'll be back. Everybody needs to watch out for him back there because he's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. All right, let's talk about closings. Moon, Brandy, Penny, Eric, Tammy, and Doug. What does that equal this week? 4.3 million. Okay. All right. New listings. Moon has a new listing in La Mirada, 3-bedroom, 3-bath for $799. Eric has a new listing in Long Beach for $650, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Anybody have anything to pitch? Any listing or buyer needs that we need to know about? Miss Joni.
Hi, guys.
Don't forget to say who you are on Zoom so the Zoomies can hear you.
Hi, Zoomies. I'm Joni Marshall. I have a upcoming listing. It was supposed to be on this week, but tenant's moving out today, so it's going to be next week, hopefully. And it is in El Dorado Park Estates. Great home. It's 3180 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2.5 baths. It's going to be a nice place, but the list price is going to be an ish right now, probably like a 1.5-ish at this time. So hopefully it will be on the market by the 25th.
Great. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. All right. We're going to have a mastermind. Masterminds are my favorite thing to actually do because it gets all of you out of your seats and thinking and being productive and hopefully leaving with some important information. So we're going to be talking about how to turn silence into conversations. Has anybody here had someone go silent on them or ghost them before? Everybody should raise their hand, right? Great. So what we're going to do is we're going to break up into groups. Hey, Doug, I had 4 groups planned, but I'm wondering if maybe we should do 3 instead because we don't have a full house today. So what we're going to do is, wow, I did not check the spelling of all that, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to break up, I don't like that, into different scenarios. Your job is to figure out how to get these people into conversation. Would you agree that that's kind of important with all the people that we have ghosting us? Okay. So we're going to put these up. What I would like you to do is, because we have a lot of mentees here, for those of us that are producing, the more veteran agents, if I could have you separate yourselves so that you're not in the same group, I would appreciate that. And then, Doug, what should we do? Should we do 3?
Yeah, 3, good.
We'll do 3 scenarios. Okay, so which one of these are we going to, or let me ask you, which one of these is most important to you, more applicable to you, which would help you more? Which one? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 3? Okay, so 3 will be 1. What's the next one? 2? Okay, so you guys want to do 1, 2, and 3, and we'll leave off past clients. Does that make sense? Great. So we're going to put these up. So we have Jeremy, we have Joni, we have Julia. So I want you guys on separate ones if you would be so kind. And then we're going to discuss your plans as to how to get these people into conversation. Do you want me to assign which group? Or do you guys want to gravitate toward one that you need the most? Because I want this to be helpful for you. But I don't want all of you on the same scenario. What do you guys want to do? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you choose. So the scenario number 1, this buyer has met with you. You have taken them to tour homes. They were very, very excited, and then they ghosted you. Okay. Scenario number 2, the seller. They told you, yeah, we're going to sell later on this year. You met with them, 3 months have passed, and nothing's happened. Scenario number 3, the open house lead. You had a great conversation, right? They wanted to buy within the next 6 months. They started replying to you, and then nothing. Okay? So here's what's going to be happening. This is your mission should you choose to accept it. Okay? Figure out why. Why did they get quiet with you? What would you do today? What value could you provide? And of course, what's your 90-day plan? Okay? So I'm going to ask you to get up, go to the scenarios. They're 1, 2, and 3. But like I said, hopefully you guys are going to spread out a little bit, but I want this to be beneficial to you. All right? Find someone in your group that's got great penmanship, because you will be presenting afterwards. And then we'll walk around and have the discussion. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes.
Where should I go?
I don't know.
4 or 5?
Maybe 4 or 5, yeah. Jeremy, where are you going to go? Here? So then, Julia, can you come over here? That way I've got 1 veteran at each. Tasha, where are you going to go? Why don't you go here? We got a lot of people at the open house. Okay, let's go talk to scenario 1. Who's writing over here?
Whoa, I
Guy
have
with the
skinny hair right here.
right here.
Anybody who has been in my.
All right, we just
Okay.
step up.
All right.
Professional, very
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so what's going on here? So you've met with this person, you've taken them out and you've viewed homes. Now they've ghosted you. Okay, how do you get them back in the conversation?
Be number one first.
Easy.
Why
Yeah.
not? They've gone-
What might have happened?
They didn't get approved for a loan as much as they thought they did.
Possibly.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, write that down.
Come on, Drew.
Uh,
Remember the guy? We're trying to figure out how to get them into conversation. Right, Julia? So the key is to figure out what happens and how you can get them back into conversation. Okay? Awesome.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jeremy? So again, remember, we're trying to figure out maybe what happens and how to get them back in the conversation.
So property values went down, life events happened.
Right. So number one, ask what's going on. And listen to their answers. Yeah, we're like, why'd they gone quiet? Yeah, and you might have to throw out a few prompts. We don't know.
Yeah.
But once you get them going, get them talking. Get them dreaming of what they're gonna do. Find out why they're looking for the house.
One thing that I know that's been common, which is, I don't say we're all guilty of it, but we're in real estate. That's our job. So we think about it every single day, right? If we accidentally took the wrong temperature of that client, even though they're excited, they're not thinking about it every day. Why? Well, that's what you need to figure out. What's going on? Yeah. People say, yeah, they're ready to go, but sometimes they really aren't.
Maybe they're waiting for their graduation. They're waiting for
Yeah.
the new job to get in.
Yeah.
It may be a week ago. It's like, oh gosh, this is.
Yeah.
They're not ready.
How do you get them back into conversation? That's our goal.
So.
okay.
Look what you've done.
What?
Okay, what would you do today to this person who's ghosted
How
us?
do you communicate? Text, email, phone, or
Whatever
whatever they prefer.
Exactly.
If you guys text more, I would text.
It's like
Young
text,
ones?
Yeah.
the older
Yeah.
ones like phone.
That's something we talked about in the class this morning is you match what their preference is. So even though you prefer to call, if they're texters, you should text them.
Text is more, it's right there, right?
Yeah.
If they're gonna look at their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For an older person, you could always send them a card or something.
Send them a card.
Yeah.
Of some
Or
kind,
a
just to let them know you're still there.
It depends on the message that you want to send, because sometimes you need to make a phone call. Some things aren't appropriate for a text message, so it depends on the message as well. So remember, we're trying to figure out how to get them back in the conversation.
But maybe text and email, like I just sent you an email.
I
But I feel
follow up, it's great.
it doesn't always bring your phone.
This is one of my favorite ones.
We need.
Okay, now.
My
opinion.
Marketing plan.
Yeah.
Refresh. Plan, refresh. Crash. I cannot spell.
Good job, guys.
Extra open time. You also still have to be touching them and be present with them. So market update is, yeah, it's great. Market update is totally great. Interest rate update, obviously
you do
that
that.
goes, yeah, interest rate update,
Yeah.
loan program update.
Thanks so much for that. And I do like the market updates. If you know where they're shopping, and right now, the paucity of listings, oh, there's nothing out there, right? It's hard to even find the house to show these people right now. And, you know, you have to find it for them, but give them an update. Hey, little bird told me there might be something coming up over there. You know, do you want me to keep on that for you? And maybe we can get you out there. Are you still looking? If
Are
you're
still
not
looking.
why?
Yeah, you can just ask them what's changed.
Yeah, what's changed?
What's changed in your life? You know?
But I think, keep them on, it's not necessarily a drip. But keep them on, you know, how many times do you call them when they're the new person? I mean, that first week that you get that new lead, then what are we telling our mentors? Our
Yeah.
mentees,
Yeah.
you know?
We had a whole class on that today. Was we got a temperature check.
I was like hosting an open house and I found a buyer couple who were like ready to submit an offer right away. And then I talked to them and then they were gonna send me their pre-approval and you know, their funds.
Yeah, exactly. Proof of
down
funds,
payment, and all that. And then they're like, you know what, actually, we wanna take a look at it the last time, like next day. So I showed it to them last night and then, so like they were having a cold feet. Not ready to move forward 100%. So I'm gonna like follow up with them, but what would you recommend? How would I approach them at this point?
Well, you've seen them twice in 2 days, right?
Yeah.
So they're your best buddies.
Is there any info from the seller that you could maybe sprinkle in and share?
They, last night surprisingly, they raised up the price.
They raised the price.
Yeah.
Is it new on the market?
Oh, it's been on the market for like more than competitive.
And then they raised the price.
And they raised.
Interesting.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And then I called the listing agent and he was telling me, we don't want any lowball offer, that's why. I don't know whether that makes sense, but then that's what she was. Usually people reduce, right? Yeah, so I was really surprised. Right after I showed them the property, price went up, all of that last night.
What price were they thinking about going in at? The list price?
They want anything lower than 1.38 at this point from seller.
Well, what about the buyers? Where were they at in their head?
They don't want to do anything higher than 1.3. So
That's
there's a
still
huge
ballpark.
gap. Yeah, that's a ballpark.
That's within
No.
3%.
I would still write it.
I'd absolutely write it. You know,
Still a conversation.
if I,
Yeah.
have you provided them with the market?
We're good.
I think on number 3, you can actually reinforce the selling process. A lot of people don't.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, some kind of a strategy that about the smelling.
There is a seller roadmap.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know how the seller roadmap works. They understand the buying process,
Correct.
but if these are people that, I mean, we've all heard of first-time buyers. Well, first-time buyers turn into first-time sellers, and they need to be re-educated. If they've been in that home for 20 years,
A lot of
they don't know the process anymore. So there is a seller roadmap as well.
Good.
Mhm.
I like that.
And also,
How we doing over here? Have you got these people back in the conversation? Yeah. Take it, Teresa.
To Nigel's. Have you been to Nigel's?
Not yet.
Pink. Yeah, I haven't
Sorry.
been. I'm going to go, but how are we doing so far? Very neat writing.
I love
Interest
deal of the week.
Interest rate. Oh, interest rates reduction. Interest price reduction. Yeah.
Tell them of a price reduction.
I would say interest rates fluctuate.
But at the moment, they're like 4.
Yeah.
Today, don't miss out.
Okay, we'll take a few more minutes. Make sure you guys pick someone that can explain what's been written. You have someone that's going to come up and explain this, and I'll call you up? Okay. Few more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna call you guys, I'm gonna call one of you up to explain what you got going on here.
That's right.
I don't
No, she said that.
Yeah.
Interest rates also.
Interest rates.
By CMA.
And provide.
Market, right.
And honestly, I think you have to gain trust with them.
What is the CMA for?
Well, like, what can you provide?
Just
What
giving them more
value-
information in
right.
case they're cold feet,
We have to provide our market expertise.
help them understand that the price is reasonable.
This is for the person that wanted to write the offer. What could you provide?
There's 50 other real estate agents. that
Okay.
do that. You know, if you're not the actual, they'll walk away. Doesn't matter how much.
90-day follow-up plan.
90-day follow-up plan. What are we gonna
90
do?
days.
Are we gonna put them in our?
You're gonna take a
Go ahead.
combination of this, and then you need to create, like, I actually have, I don't know how many different campaigns I have, how many drip campaigns I have, but there's something for every person on there. So what you would do is you would create, you know, for those people that do go cold, you would create a specific drip campaign
On there, this.
with everything on there to keep touching them.
Some kind.
Because there's agents in here who have done that, haven't heard from someone for 2 years, and then they get a call out of the blue.
I was
Oh,
telling
hey,
you,
I'm
yeah.
ready now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know who they are,
Yeah,
but they
that happens.
constantly hear from me.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And you just put that
Drip
tab on.
campaign.
I had one that actually, I was just telling him today, I had one that was 11 years old. Said, I'm ready to buy. I'm like,
11.
who are you?
Legally transfer real estate.
Wait, somebody you
Or
met
today.
11 years ago?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
So you
Yeah.
could campaign by email or?
yes, both. So I create the campaign like, okay, these are for my stale open house leads. And actually, I think that's what it's called. It's called my stale open house leads. And it'll be like an email. And then step 2 might be send a text. So a task will come up saying, hey, send a text to this person. And then the third one might be, you know, again, I mean, at this point, I've got their phone number, I've got their email. I probably don't have their mailing address, so I can't mail them anything. So it's going to be a combination of text messages and emails.
Are you physically
Both.
typing that text out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, most of them, I know what I'm supposed to text, but I prefer to update it because I don't want it to look like it's automated.
Yeah.
So I know what the subject matter is because it's part of the description. Send a text. And then in the description, it might say something specific for them or whatever the scenario is. Yeah. But
You do send out like individual texts, like only custom to that person.
yes,
So it's not a mass.
it's a text message.
But something on his computer shows up in the day and says, hey, text Bill.
Yeah.
And it gives him a little breakdown of who he was, where he met him.
Yeah.
So that you can always reference it. Yeah.
How is your dog?
Yeah.
We talked about that today. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so go ahead and pick someone up and we'll come up and discuss this. All right, you guys, let's wrap this up so we can actually have a discussion. This is where the learning begins.
What do you think of our 90-day action plan? Scott came up with it.
This guy's wonderful.
Sky.
It's not pink.
It's not pink.
And there's no
Sprinkle.
reference of Taylor Swift on there. All right, you guys. We're going to discuss it now. Okay, who's talking for you guys?
Me.
Seriously?
Why did you make the face? Why are you asking me seriously?
Okay, bring that up here. All right, you guys, have a seat. Each one of you is going to come up and talk about what you brainstormed over, and then we're going to mastermind on everything else. All right? So scenario number 1. Sile, what was your, this is Sile. What was your scenario? Let's have everybody on Zoom.
So scenario was number 1 was we had a buyer, we met with them, we toured homes and they were excited and then they ghosted us.
That's never happened.
Never ever in a million years.
Right. Okay. Why? What are some reasons why they might have ghosted you?
Some reasons that we think they might have ghosted us was they weren't approved for as much as they wanted to be. So their approval came in lower that they liked. So, or it was buyer fatigue. We toured a lot of homes with them. They didn't want to do it anymore, or they think the market's bad, or they don't like us. That's a very common one.
It is? That's a common one?
Yeah, with me. Or if they like texting, we send them a GIF. I don't know, however you guys pronounce that.
Oh, I thought you were buying them a gift.
Why would I buy them a gift?
That's my question.
No. I usually send like a GIF. That I've gotten like 100% response rate out of that.
So you said to send them a funny picture?
Not really a picture. It's like a picture, a moving picture, I guess.
Oh, okay.
GIF. I don't know how to explain that.
You know what? If that works and you're getting a response back, then you're
No joke.
successful.
Hey, try it out. Or they got cold feet and they don't want to buy anymore.
Okay. Let's talk about the second part of that. So what are you going to do today? What could you do today
What I could do
to get these
today,
people in the conversation?
send them a GIF. That one kind of works. Personalized message. That's another good one. Or we could send them deal of the week.
What is the deal of the week?
Deal of the week would be like you found them a really sweet deal, you're on MLS, or it's off market and you're like, hey, I found something you guys might really, really want or really, really like. This definitely fits everything for you. And most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're going to take a look at it.
So when you guys are coming to the meeting and you hear a lot of the listing agents say, hey, I've got something coming up in this part of town. It's going to come on the market in 2 or 3 weeks. This is fantastic information to actually send them a deal of the week, even if it's not quite what they want, but it lets them know, hey, I'm still working for you. All right? Keep going.
We send them, or we can send them a price reduction house that just, hey, they just came down 25,000. I know you were looking at this one.
And this is one that they toured?
And this is one that they toured.
That's smart.
So that might be another, we might be still in this game, Or you could send them first-time homebuyer programs, ones that they weren't aware of. For example, I have some people touring in Orange County, and they weren't aware that Orange County has a first-time homebuyer program grant. So that was really sweet. So I sent them that. Or, well, yeah, do that. Or you can send them housing market updates or local events, the list of local events taking place within their neighborhood.
And that's very, very handy, especially when you have a client that is identified. I'm going to use Scott. I definitely want to live in Rossmore. Okay. So again, we talked about setting up a Google alert earlier. If you set up a Google alert for Rossmore real estate or just Rossmore in general, whenever they have anything going on in that part of town, it's going to generate an email for you. Well, wouldn't that email be great if you could let them know, hey, I know that you're looking in Rossmore. I just want to let you know there's a concert going on next week. You might be interested. Isn't that a great non-pressuring touch? I think so. Okay. What else?
What else? I would say.
Let's talk about your 90-day follow-up plan.
Okay, so our 90-day follow-up plan, we didn't really have much time to go over it because we were so excited about sharing value.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just a heads up. Our 90-day follow-up plan would be follow-up 2 times in the first week. So every 3 days. You don't want to kind of bug them. And then the second week, it kind of goes the same every 3 days. And then the third week, it's once a week.
So you're going to taper off.
Yeah, taper off after some time.
Anybody else have anything that they would add to a buyer that they've met with? What do you guys think of these? Anything stick out that really resonates with you that maybe you aren't doing that you would take from this?
Where can you find and where is do you know which area in Orange County for first time home buyer program?
Yes.
Down payment program?
Yeah.
Okay. Which city in Orange County?
I'll take this, I guess. I don't want to lean in there. It's kind of weird. So it's going to be all of Orange County. Brandy introduced to me, but you can talk to either Alex or Mike. They should know more about the program.
Okay.
Alex is sitting right there, right behind you. There you go.
Ah.
All right. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Who's coming up? Jeremy. Scenario number 2. Why don't you tell our Zoom crowd? Seller number 2.
Hello, Jeremy, everyone. When they have ghosted you or there's crickets, 3 months have passed, it's always usually a life event. There's something going on that you need to address. It might have been the property value, but I would say that they may have revisited how much equity they have in the house. If they don't have any equity in the house, I could, not get them to call you back or perform. They might have changed their mind, or they went with another realtor. But that, yeah.
Okay.
Good. Number 2, what would you do today? Absolutely give them a care call.
Do you guys know what care calls are? These are not necessarily?
Not entirely.
Not entirely. So basically, it's a wellness check. Hey, I know that you said that you were really, really interested in selling this fall. I haven't heard from you. I'm just checking in just to make sure that you're okay. It's a wellness check. Okay. And then sometimes they'll open up to that because it's, again, you're not selling on them. You're checking in to make sure that they're okay.
When you do the care call, it'll make you pivot to whatever it is. If it is a divorce, you need to get in touch with both of the parties or however many people are involved. Number 2, do a market update, CMA. If the care call went well and you're like, okay, well, I just want to give you an update on what's going on in the market, present that to them.
I want to talk about property values for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have an upcoming listing or you're trying to get them to list? I don't know if Joni does this or not, but one thing that I do is I create an automatic search in that neighborhood for myself. And that way that every time something in that neighborhood is happening, I'm getting notified of it. Okay, so I know, hey, the house around the corner is coming on the market. That's a great way to let them know. Hey, just so that you know, the house around the corner from you, same size as yours, just came on the market for this. Just providing information. Okay. I do that with all of my buyers as well. I don't have all of my buyers set up on automatic searches to where they're getting everything all the time, but I at least have it coming to me, and that way I can sift through them all and then send them the ones that I think are a better match. I think that's better service because I already know these clients a little bit better. But for sellers, yes.
Or you'll receive the email.
Oh, I just, so I have myself as a client. Yeah, but I send it to myself. That way they don't have to see everything, especially if their search is pretty wide and we're still trying to figure out what it is that they're looking for. So until we've discovered something a little bit more specific, I have it all come to me and then send it out if something's appropriate. Yeah.
Okay, number 3, what value could you provide? Definitely a marketing plan. Just reinforce, the open houses that you're going to do. Provide like upgrades. If you're looking at the house and you're like, oh, it needs painting or something, you can provide, trim back the bushes, curb appeal, make it look better. I was also, there's a, what's the KW concierge service where they'll upgrade your house for a certain amount of money before.
Zoom Casa.
Yeah, I would almost add that in there. You can,
Yeah.
present that as well. Reinforce the selling process, a roadmap to how
What
to.
is that? What is the roadmap?
The roadmap is the process of what a seller goes through from beginning to end, basically from beginning to marketing the property to the close of escrow.
I was telling them, you guys, if these people that are now about to sell their home have been in their home for 20 years, 25 years, and that was the first home that they purchased, they are now first-time sellers. They don't know the process. So most of you have probably seen the roadmap of a home buyer, because that's what a lot of us deal with, but there's also one for the sellers. It's very, very helpful.
Yeah, I usually go over contingencies with them. A lot of them have even forgotten what a contingency is. I was dealing with that in my last listing. They didn't even know what it was because they've been in the house 20 years. They forgot.
A lot's changed in that 20 years from when they bought that home. So if they've been in their home a long, long time, you can kind of assume that they really don't know what's going on. All they do know what's going on is what they've heard from the internet. And we all know that what they hear on the internet is absolutely true all the time, right? Right.
And also like providing them with vendors, like if they need a staging contact, if they need a cleaning contact, anything like that. The 90-day follow-up plan, present them with a sold list, recent solds from the neighborhood. Of course, open houses, do a broker's open and a open house for the neighborhood, for the neighbors. Door knock the immediate area. And what was this? And do a marketing plan.
Yeah. It's hard to read Josh's writing. Sorry, Josh. Yeah. Good job. Does anybody have anything to add to that? We're trying to get a seller into conversation. Anybody think of anything else? What? You could do a Popeye. Exactly. Joni, anything you could add to that?
Yeah, you got to keep those sellers close and know what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Because if they have stalled, there might be a reason.
Yeah.
Find out that we don't know.
Finding out.
Too encumbered by all their things, they can't downsize. But
Yeah.
Start the process before that.
Finding out the reasons, finding out the motivation. And again, motivation and scenarios change all the time. Okay, so your job is just to ask questions to find out why. We're going to say something?
Usually.
Brand new people?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely people.
That's interesting.
To be able to know, like that helps Joey's point, right? If you're following them on social media, you might know what's going on in their story, but is that intrusion right away? Like, what's your take on that?
I guess you could do it, but you don't want to do it in a stalkerish kind of way.
We'll try and find that out in the care call.
Yeah, I would be a little bit careful about that, especially if they don't know you yet. But after yes. So probably not. I'll share one story with you. A call came to the front desk. This was years ago. I just happened to be there. And a lady called in and said that she was interested in getting some information about her home. Okay. So I got the name and the phone number. I said, okay, let me get some information about who she is. So I went online, I found the text records, I found her house, and she bought the house like 3 years ago. Because I looked up the old MLS sheet. So I called her and I said, hey, I introduced myself, said, hey, I'm with Coastal Properties. I said, you called in. I said, I'm just here to to follow up and answer any questions for you. And I said, oh, by the way, I said, I actually remember viewing that home. It was a great home, and I mentioned something about the home. She completely freaked out. I never gave my address. I said, I realize that. I said, but you left your name, so I'm a very resourceful realtor, and I just looked up the tax records just to find out, trying to be helpful, be proactive, to see how I can help you best. She never got over that. Okay, so but you see how my intention was to be resourceful and proactive, completely backfired.
To the social media point.
To the social media point, thank you, sir. Can we put his picture back up? Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want to be in direct contact.
So
with people.
I would be careful. I'd be careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring him flowers.
Yeah.
you
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Next group, Miss Joni. Scenario number 3.
Okay.
So these are open house leads for people on Zoom. Here you go.
Open house leads. So the first prompt is, why did they go quiet? And our group was just saying, hey, it's time to reach out. You know, maybe you met this person at the open house. Maybe they were reacted to you there, and maybe a few days later and they've gone quiet. Well, get in touch with them. Ask the question, hey, what's going on? And find out, and let them talk. Let them follow their lead on that one, right? And maybe they'll give you some idea. We had one person in our group that had that open house, very excited, and they actually got to show the house the next day. And you have to find out what is their motivation. And we were just saying, do that by asking questions. You don't know these people. You haven't started stalking them yet on social media.
Sorry.
But so that's really just finding out what their motivation is. These are new people. They're not referrals to you necessarily. They just walked off the street. You need to get to know them and find out what is their motivation. The second one is, what is it?
What would you do today?
What would you do today? What would we do today? Well, we would get in contact with them. We would try to establish what value we could bring them, maybe educate them on the process. Heck, if they're really new to the process, they don't know that they have to call Alex to get pre-approved. They might not even know. And we have the resources through KW. You can send them the first-time buyers, pamphlet, that sort of thing. And maybe find out what they're looking for. Pick their brain. Find out what they're looking for. Don't spin your wheels on people, or not on people. Spin your wheels with people all the time. That's what this business is. But find out what work smart. Find out what they're really looking at. Find out what they're qualified for. And so you can use your resources as the expert to serve them best. What's the third one? I don't even know. Oh, the value providing. You guys are the experts. Everybody else is an expert because we have HGTV. Everybody knows everything now. They have Zillow. They have everything. They know more about their market in some situations than we know because they walk their dog every day and see every house that comes on the market.
Yeah. And I just want to remind you guys, when these people are walking into the open house and they see us in there and they see Sky and they see myself, they have no idea how long either one of us have been an agent.
That's
Okay.
right.
So you have instant credibility when they walk in that door. So do not discount yourself. Okay.
That's right. And you remember you're the expert because these people you have to gain their trust. If they don't trust you, you don't have a relationship. And it might be good the first, but if they don't trust you, it comes out in the end. And you'll find that out the hard way,
Yeah.
which is bad. But basically, we were saying provide the CMAs. What kind of value can we provide? Provide them the CMAs, get them updates on the interest rates, do the touches. But every time you do a touch, just a cold call to say, hi, I'm Joni. They're going to say, okay, Joni, what? Right? Give them a little value somehow. And you don't have to bombard them all the time. But everybody has 10 realtors they're best friends with. You want to be in the top 10% of those 10 realtors that they're thinking about. You just have to occupy their mind, right?
What would the touch be to let them know that interest rates, I mean, what would that look like? Anybody? Interest rates went down today.
They went down to 6.
What could your conversation look like?
Sometimes in the news you'll see the Freddie Mac rate posted that's for the US, which says today it's like 6.6 or 6.7. So those rates that they'll see in the newspaper or, you know, on whatever website they start with are higher than what California rates are because our loans are typically bigger. So out here we can offer lower interest rates because the loan amounts are typically a little bit bigger. So that would be, hey, you're seeing rates in the 6.6 range on the news. Today in California out here, my lender spoke, they're about 6.3. So you could just, you know, describe that to them today.
Yeah. It's a simple providing of information. Okay.
And even that little bit of knowledge that you know that California runs a little bit lower than national, you're way above everybody else because now you're the expert on that.
Give them what that actually works out to in a dollar.
Yeah.
You do these people who are looking at $400,000 loan, you could say that that's another, you know, $80 or $100
That's right.
lower than what you would be paying nationally. And they start to feel good about their decision.
Yeah.
This topic that we're talking about right now is so very important, and it gives you so much credibility because you're not selling them. You are educating them. They're like, hey, just want to let you know, this is what's going on. And I love it when someone says, hey, I saw this on the news last night. One thing that you need to remind them is real estate is hyper local. Okay. You cannot take the country average. You cannot take the state average. You can't even take the county average. It doesn't apply in most cases. Okay. It's hyper local. Let them know if they are looking in this area, let them know what's going on in that particular area.
And we get that. I get that a lot. People are like, oh, the market's horrible. Prices are going down. What's going to happen? I'm like, no, not necessarily. Where are you looking at? Because that might be Kansas. We're not in Kansas. You know, we're here, right? So you need to know, you need to be the expert in your markets when
exactly.
you're doing that. But for 90 days, these open house people, you said that came back, one came back after 11 years.
Yeah.
Keep them in your own drip campaign and, you know, show them what you've been doing so that, again, we just need to occupy 10% of that brain when they think about real estate agents. You want to be in the top 10. So they know, I knew this person. Oh, that person was really good in Long Beach, but I bet you they can go anywhere in Orange County, you know, that sort of thing. And just make sure they know, let them know your expertise and gain their trust.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. You don't get me talking.
So the key here, again, is no response does not necessarily mean no. It may mean not right now, but it doesn't necessarily mean no. Okay, we just need to find out what, you know, what's the problem here. And I'm sorry that I did not spell check this right. Yeah, okay. So bold. Went to bold, and we had this great exercise, which you are all going to do right now. So I want you all to take out your phones. Take out your phone. I know we normally say put them away, but I want you to take out your phone. And I want you to start a text message. And this is what your text message is going to be. I'm in a competition right now to see who can earn the most referrals, and I really want to win. I'm texting you for help. And who do you know that wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Take out your phone. Everybody's doing this.
I didn't bring my phone.
I didn't either.
You didn't? Seriously?
Left it on the charger.
Wow. Take out your phone.
I don't bring it to the office.
Yes, you do. Okay. We did this in bold. And in 15 minutes, Doug, correct me if I'm wrong, we created 110 leads by calling. I'm going to have you text real quick like. You are texting a contact in your phone, a lead. Okay? We're going to take 3 minutes to do this. I know it says 3, but I just want you to do 1 because we're short on time. Thank you for being patient. I think I got 3 leads from doing this. Nadia got 7 in 15 minutes. You cannot be afraid to reach out to people. People want to help you. You just have to ask. You just have to ask them. You have to train your sphere of how to talk to you. If you train them early on that, hey, I accept referrals, this is not going to be uncomfortable for you. And I can't wait for one of you to actually get a lead from this. Okay, here's your final thought. Oh, sorry. Yeah, take a picture. Use this at another time as well. And then you can thank me. Everybody got it? We're good? Okay. Oh, wrong way. Okay, remember, every conversation plants a seed. It's just like farming. It's called farming for a reason. You plant the idea, and then you got to nurture, 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 nurture. Every follow-up matters. Every act of value keeps it alive. And that's all those things that we're talking about, all the ways that you can share information. Remember, your job isn't to pressure people, it's to stay connected until their timing is right. Okay, upcoming classes. And guys, thanks for being patient. Nina's teaching that today. That's the one that I taught earlier about lead temperature. Sorry about that. Okay. She's also teaching leveraging warranties for client success. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Rebecca. My bad. That's next week. Command your contacts. There's Dougie. Okay. If you again, 66-day challenge on YouTube, Marty Miller, version 10. Simon's got a class on protecting yourself from lawsuits. That might be important. And bold. Simon's class is on Friday the 21st. Okay. Not too late to sign up to bold. You can sign up until next week. Sky, Teresa, did you guys enjoy bold?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're done. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.